Hello there, and welcome everybody to another episode of The Top Shelf with me, Shantanu D. Today we have a rather interesting pen, quite a blingy pen. It's a Sailor Pro Gear Slim. Some of you who watch my videos would know that I prefer the Pro Gear Slim because it's smaller, it's easily pocketable, and so on and so forth. It's rather convenient, if you ask me. Also, pardon me for the background noises and the cars and the planes landing. So, c'est la vie. Getting back to the pen now. Let's take a look at this beauty. A beautiful pen in medium fine. This is the Sailor box. I got this particular one from somewhere in North America, which is why it has the North America bookmark with this a hologram. Yeah, it comes with two cartridges, and it also has a Sailor converter. Famously not the best in the world, but they seem to be working quite fine of late. Right, let's take a closer look at the pen now. This is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Sunlight from the Ocean Floor. That's not a mouthful at all. And let's take a closer look at this pen now. The top and the bottom finials are this light blue, almost turquoise-ish color, darker than that. The camera is not picking it up correctly. The cap, of course, is milky white, translucent, with the standard Sailor clip, and the band in between says Sailor 1911, Sailor Japan, founded 1911. It's the usual Sailor stuff. And the barrel, of course, is this beautiful midnight blue with sparkles in it. And as I mentioned, the finial is the same color as the bottom part is the same color as the top finial, I meant. Let's now take a look at this nib. Now, it's a beautiful 14 karat Sailor gold nib, and of course it's rhodium trims, so there's no gold in them, if you know what I mean. This is of course powered by a Sailor converter, and it's a pretty standard affair over here. It doesn't have a very large capacity, but that doesn't matter, does it? Because we like to keep changing inks anyway. Moving on, let's give you a size comparison of this pen with a couple of other pens. Here I have the TWSBI Eco. This is the new one that's just come out, the Irish green, or the Irish racing green, or was it just British racing green? I don't know. And over here we have the usual Parker Vector fountain pen. So that sort of gives you a sense of the size of this pen. Let me just move them around so that you get a better idea from the vertical side. That's that. And that gives you a sense of the size of this pen. Now let's take a look at the writing sample. I find it to be, as you can see, fairly fine, but if you put some pressure on this pen, it does gush out a little bit for a medium fine. Beautifully tuned nib, I have to say. Kudos to Sailor once again. The ink is Aurora Black, and let me bring this closer so you get a better look at this. Some scribbles over there. The price, of course, is about 26,000 Indian rupees, and roughly about $295 in the US. But this varies from country to country and retailer to retailer, so do check before you buy. And the weight, of course, is 17 grams. It's a very, very light pen. In fact, the Pro Gear Slim series are pretty much the same size as the Pelican M200 or the 205s that over the years I've noticed the size is very, very similar. And overall, I have to say this is a great nib for people with smaller handwriting. It just makes it look neater. And of course, it's great for artists and people who like to doodle and draw and sketch and so on and so forth. And lastly, it's not a very subtle pen at all. As you can see, it's pretty loud and shiny and a great conversation starter actually. But it's really, really fun to write with this pen. It's very, very satisfying. Let me just do a short writing sample for you live right now so you get a sense of things. I prefer to post the Pro Gear Slims because that gives it a nice weight. Otherwise, it doesn't always fit very well with my hand. There is some space here, but the balance for me is a little bit off, so I tend to post them. So I'm going to post this and I'm just going to write some things over here. Let's do the quick brown fox. Jumps over a lazy dog. So there you see the handwriting sample. Let's do some S's. Everybody likes those. It's a very precise nib, if you know what I mean. Aurora Black is really, really black. Take a look. And now for those of you who perhaps might not have access to or buy or use Maruman paper, let's take a look at a writing sample on some ordinary copier paper. This is the Sailor PG Slim, and this is a long name. Sunlight. Da 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 da. Let's do some stars. Maybe some hearts. Color it in. Some lines. Very consistent line. And as you can see, I don't know if you've noticed, but no feathering or any smudging on this cheap paper either. Very, very good. So, as is the case with nibs that are on the finer side of things, they tend to perform better with lower quality paper. And yes, that's pretty much it for this review. This has been the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Sunlight from the Ocean Floor. A beautiful pen. Do add it to your collection if you can afford it. It's pretty expensive. Sailor has been jacking up their prices quite considerably every year, but what a beauty anyway. And if you like this video, do subscribe, do like, do share with your friends, and I will be back with the next video very soon. Until then, bye bye, stay safe and be good.